just have learned how to complete the square. So we are now ready to solve quadratic equation by completing the square. Okay. So we can also use the technique of completing the square in solving quadratic equations. Now, in solving quadratic equations, again, we will recall the addition property because this property allows us to add a number to both sides of the equation. So let's say, for example, we have x squared minus 4x minus 7 equals 0. Okay, so we are now solving quadratic equation, no? Using the process of completing the square. Now, we know already how to complete the square. Okay, now, x squared minus 4x equals 7. Okay, why? Using the addition property, no, this is x squared minus 4x minus 7 plus 7 equals 0 plus 7. So we are using addition property here. No, this will become x squared minus 4x. Again, this is 0. So I'm going to put that here, C, because this is a known, is equal to 7. So this becomes x squared minus 4x equals 7. Okay. So using the completing the square process, this will become x squared minus 4x plus. Okay. So we have to complete the square. Again, the coefficient of x, which is 4, we will divide this by 2. Remember that 2 is constant. So 4 divided by 2, which is equal to 2. Then we will square this. So this will become 4. Okay, so equals 7 plus 4. Okay, so we continue. X squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 11. Okay, again, we will express this trinomial to a square of a binomial. So we have x minus, again, the result of 4 divided by 2, which is 2, times the quantity squared. So this is the square of binomial of x squared minus 4x plus 4. Okay, equals 11. Okay, now, what is the value of x? So if you can see this equation, recall, again, solving quadratic equation by extracting square root. No? So this becomes x minus 2 is equal to plus minus the square root of 11. Okay, again, how did we do that? No, go back to this equation. So we will take the square root of x minus 2 times the quantity squared and square root of 11. Okay, so we have x minus 2 plus minus 11. Why plus minus? We have two real root because your case greater than 0. So what is your answer? What is the value of x? No? If you're going to again use the addition property, here we have x minus 2 plus 2 is equal to plus minus square root of 11 plus 2. So therefore, x is equal to plus minus the square root of 11 plus 2. This will give us the value of x, or the solutions, that is x is equal to positive square root of 11 plus 2 and x, which is equal to negative square root of 11 plus 2. Okay? Okay, another example is x squared plus 8x minus 12 is equal to 0. So this is x squared plus 8x. Following the addition property, this is equal to positive 12. Okay, we complete the square. This becomes x squared plus 8x plus, again, 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. We square that. So that is equal to 16. So this is equal to 12 plus 16. So this is x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equal to 28. Again, we express this as a square of binomial. So this is equal to x plus 4 times the quantity squared is equal to 28. Again, using the process of extracting square root, this is x plus 4, which is equal to the square root of, so you have positive and negative square root of 28. Okay, so we will be having x, which is equal to, we transpose this, negative 4 plus minus square root of 28. No? So x, therefore, the value of the first x is equal to negative 4 plus the square root of 28. And the second root is negative 4 minus the square root of 28. Okay. Now, we can also simplify square root of 28 because square root of 28 is square root of 4 and 7, which is the factor. So this will give you square root of 4 times square root of 7. Now, what is the square root of 4? This is equal to 2 times the square root of 7. So if square root of 28 is 2 square root of 7, then your first root, which is negative 4 plus square root of 28, will give you negative 4 plus 2 times the square root of 7. And the second root is equal to negative 4 minus 2 times the square root of 7. In the previous example, we used the addition property in solving quadratic equation by completing the square. Now, what if the leading term, the coefficient of the leading term is not 1? Okay? Remember that the leading term is the second degree term. Okay? So, in this process, we will be using the multiplication property. Okay. So, let's say, for example, 2x squared minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, again, look at the leading coefficient. The second degree, the coefficient is not equal to 1. Okay. So, in this example, we will be using the multiplication property. So, we will multiply the equation by 1/2. Okay? So, ito. By 1/2. No? This is to eliminate the coefficient of x squared, which is equal to 2. So, this will give us x squared minus 3x over 2 minus 1/2, which is equal to 1/2 times 0. Okay? So, this is x squared minus 3x over 2 minus 1/2 equals 0. Again, because we will complete the square, after applying the multiplication property, we will go back using the addition property because the leading coefficient has 1 coefficient. Okay? So, this becomes x squared minus 3x over 2 equals 1/2. Then, again, proceed by completing the square. Again, so this is x squared minus. Now, how do we complete the square? We have 3x over 2 plus, okay, look at the middle term, the coefficient of x, which is 3 over 2. So, what are we going with 3 over 2? So this is 3 over 2 divided by 2. Again, 2 is constant. So this will give you 3 over 2 times 1/2. No? Okay? Remember the process of multiplying fraction, dividing fraction. Okay? So this is 3 over 4. So if we have 3 over 4 as a result, no, we're going to square that, 3/4 square. This will give you 9 over 16. So to complete the square, we have 9 over 16 equals 1/2 plus 9 over 16. So, kung ano yung ginawa nyo dito, dinagdag nyo dito, gawin nyo din doon. So, we add 9 over 16 here. We also add 9 over 16 in here. Okay? Next. So, hindi pa tayo tapos. No? So, we will now express this x squared minus 3 over 2x plus 9 over 16 as a square of binomial. Okay. So, remember, yung 9 over 16 natin dito, kanina, nang in-square natin, that is 3 over 4. Diba? So, we will be using that as the square of binomial. So, we will be having x minus 3 over 4 times the quantity squared is equal to 1/2 plus 9 over 16. Again. No? So, we will simplify 1/2 plus 9 over 16. Okay. So, this is now addition of fraction. So, 1/2 plus 9 over 16 is equal to, again, find the least common denominator, and that is 16. So, 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 16 divided by 16 is 1 plus 9. So, we have 9. So, 8 plus 9 is equal to 17 over 16. Okay. So, again, I'm going to erase this now. Our equation becomes x minus 3 over 4 times the quantity squared is equal to 17 over 16. Again, so hindi pa tayo tapos, no? So, this is in the form of x times h quantity squared equals k, right? So, again, we will be using extracting the square root, no? So, this is x minus 3/4, which is equal to positive and negative square root of 17 over 16. Okay, so this is x equals 3/4 plus minus square root of 17 over the square root of 16, which is equal to 4. Okay, so our answer becomes x, for first solution, is equal to 3/4 plus square root of 17 over 4. And our x of 2 is equal to 3/4 minus square root of 17 over 4. Okay?